First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A man from just south of here in McDonough, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Fitzpatrick to his tight end, Thomas, for the Washington first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Quickly into the hands of Patterson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Ryan on target to Pitts, 1st down Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
In your face.
Play action. Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14. Falcons 7. Young Way Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's McKissick. McKissick a first down and then some. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They go play action with Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
I got one. Hey, check this. Check 13. Check 13. Yep.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Right there, 54.
A give running right, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. D. Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. 13 yards remaining on second down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys.
But now that the guys are taking such...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down, Washington.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 5. They'll run with McKissick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 39, Fitzpatrick. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And Washington has taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Here's Ryan.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Patterson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Ryan. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked back into 4. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 7. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you have to be impressed with how Terry McLaurin has quickly become one of the better receivers in the NFL. And this is all effort here.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown, Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Chase Young
able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Davis will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Right back to Davis. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Goldman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Falcons 42.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 40-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Ryan's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Ryan.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.